This microphone is louder than the one we had yesterday as well. So it's a better mic.
2, 3, 4. Camper calling! Good morning! I wandered lonely as a cloud. No, I'm joking! It'll be bigger and better and funnier than that, ladies and gentlemen. Come on down. Don't worry about the kids. If they fall over, it's all on mulch. It's not going to affect them, is it? They'll still look ugly and smelly in the morning. Good evening. Right. I don't need a book yet. Is that working? Is that working? Is that all working? I'll point at the camera just to make sure that they know who I am. This is Camper Calling. Here we are on the poetry, the Scriptstuff stage. Thanks very much to Mike for bringing me here. Here's my first poem of the morning to get you groovy and moving. This one's called Jelly Toffee. With a spluttered cough, it's in my mouth and rolling round my teeth. It stops and sticks upon my tongue. It's giving me such grief. This intrusion makes me feel quite ill. It's a robbery kind of goo. And as it starts to move again and try to have a chew, you see, it's like a jelly toffee, but a phobia to phlegm means I can never try to swallow it, so it goes round my teeth again, bridging gaps and cavities I never knew were there, till I got quite bored, drew it up and gobbed it through the air. Just smile, mate. I like that. Smiling's good. Here's a little one. This is one about our only land living crustacean, of course, the woodlouse. This could happen to anybody. It could happen to you when you're in your bathroom. That's where I saw it happening. Here we go. They're not walking away, ladies and gentlemen. They just don't like poetry. They've had enough of poetry. They're against poets. I'm joking. They love poetry. They've had so much poetry. They need coffee. There's a woodlouse in the bathroom. It crawled along the wall. I flicked it with my finger. It rolled into a ball. That's it. There's nothing big or clever about poetry, ladies and gentlemen. It's just on the nail. We are at the coalface of poetry in a land of trees. Save them both. Save the coal. By that, I don't mean dig it up. I mean leave it where it is. The bloke who was from Extinction Rebellion was probably with me on that, so that's a good thing. The sun's out, ladies and gentlemen. You can feel it? Can you feel the sun? Yeah? Just nod. It's good. I've got bunches too. Look. That's great. People with bunches. Stick together. There you go. Yeah, sunshine. So, if you're in a situation, those blokes have got legs on. Look, shorts. This one's for you, lads. I wear my shorts in summer 'cause the legs ain't long. To wear shorts in the winter time, I know this would be wrong. Chilblains on my knobbly knees, I'd catch a cold and sneeze. Jack Frost would nip me ankles, my bits would feel a breeze. Oh, where to now? Oh, it's going to fall and collapse on me. So because we're in Warwickshire, I wrote a haiku. Mike, have you written a haiku?
Not yet.
Right then. So I wrote a haiku. Haiku is a Japanese poem working on the syllable count of 575. So the very short poetry, usually quite expressive, rather kind of clever. So I've written this. Shakespeare's Warwickshire performing poetry now. I hope Will approves. Haikus. Nothing clever about it, is it? Common sense poem for bedtime. Who's wearing glasses? Just you. Right, that's very good. We'll rattle through this. I'm getting no customer feedback. Customer feedback? What? Heckled by boxes, ladies and bottle heckler. There's some bottles are obviously the bottles I'm hearing there are made out of glass, and so your glasses. So it's common sense poem for glasses. Where's my water? Where's my water? Yesterday, that was funny. Funniest thing I did all day. Don't wear your glasses when tucked safely in your bed. You might just roll over. They'll be crushed by your head. So we were here on Thursday. Dodgy played a set. That was quite good. They did a cover of of the Rolling Stones painted black because of the death recently of the drummer Charlie Watts. So I'd like to do a couple of covers for you, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. That's for my new book. That's my second book. And there's the cover for the first. Origami, all available. What will be on the purchasing stump soon, later maybe. This one's for Origami. We've got any Origami fans out there? I love Origami. I have many a favourite fold, like sink, reverse and mountain, creating something you can hold. When Sky broadcast the finals, I tuned in. I simply just had to. But I couldn't see the folding moves because it was on pay-per-view. This is wasted, legend. There's people in tents going, oh, what should we do today? The sun's out, we'll just sit here and bake our faces. No, get down and hear some poetry. It's not even difficult, it's not hard, ladies and gentlemen. I'll stay with this book. This one, you might think it's a bit rude. This is called Feeling Horny. Anybody out there? No, we'll leave it there. Feeling Horny. It's not big. This is also, ladies and gentlemen, not autobiographical. It's not big. It's not clever. Well, it is a little clever, ladies and gentlemen. Heckled by bottles again. At least they're going in the right direction and not flying towards me. It's not big, it's not clever, unnecessarily cruel. You'll be aware of the issues of unfair trade. There's no magic, the tragic way animals are defaced for a gimmick, literally. For a potion, the notion to think of a link and age, strength, health and fitness is a death to witness for some. How come you are so dumb? Someone needs to explain. Rhino horns is not meds. Your head's mince. If you want keratin, bite your nails. All right then. I know there's titters in the audience. I can hear the titters, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, I was going to change my whole set and end on a different poem today, so I might do that. Has anybody done that thing, especially maybe in Thailand, where you sit on a bench with your legs dangling into a trough of water where there's some fish that eat the skin off your legs? They're called, this poem's called Doctor Fish or Gararufa, because the Gararufa fish is the fish that does this. So, do you remember? It was all the rage to dangle your legs as a spa treatment for the fish who'd nibble its skin and eat your flesh. Pariasis, quite a dish. But the irony of this emidermis feast is the fish couldn't contemplate as they eat me, and I won't eat them as I'm a veggie. There's no fish upon my plate. That's quite good. I didn't do that one yesterday. Did this one. I'll try and do it right. It's called JimJealousy. Do anybody go to the gym? I like how quiet. This is wonderfully quiet, Mike.
I go to the gym.
You go to the gym. I know your name. You're not going to like this. You're fit, the fittest, the best guy here within. You think you're really super, really great at everything. You've got muscles on your muscles because of the time spent in this place. You've got no personality and a really ugly face. I want to see you push and strain, tear a tendon, explode your brain, rip your super lycra pants in front of all your sycophants, sprain your wrist, get fat, go bald, get carried out this place. Good riddance to your personality and your spotty, wretched face. James. I added the name at the end because obviously I was in a gym and I wanted a kind of generic name. And if you lengthen the word Jim, you get James. But that poem was about a bloke called Andy. Not that Andy down there, another completely different Andy. And if I could remember his surname, I'd have told you because he's not here. He might be bigger than me, but he's not here and he's not going to beat me up. So, what was it? Oh, I'll come to you later. Has anybody got any medication with them this afternoon or today? Anybody? No? No aspirins, no disprins, no histamines? It's called the little blue pill. The little blue pill still balanced on my tongue. Swallowed, gone, so long feelings flow over me. Relief, you see, confidence returns, I can relax. Like Frankie says, safe in the knowledge my body will perform. That little blue pill still settles my psyche. Not for that I am not thankful, not from the bottom of my heart, but from the heart of my bottom. Thanks from my bum for Imodium. It is a little blue pill, ladies and gentlemen. I know what you were thinking. This is a children's campsite. What did I do from there? All right, yeah. So, back in the early 80s, we were at school, Linda. Back in the early 80s, how that happens, I don't know, because I'm only 34. Back in the early 90s, we used to go to a nightclub called Bips in Corby. That's where I'm from. So it's a small town. Most of the town still thinks they're Scottish. They're not. They're all born in Kettering. But Kettering isn't in Scotland. So, but yes, everybody still rules their R's and flattens their vowels because everybody's grandfather came down from Motherwell to join the British Steel, Stuart and Lloyd's building and making steel. So that happens a lot. So, but there used to be a nightclub called Bips, and on a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, on a Monday night when it was cheap beer, you used to go to Bips and used to, if you were lucky, you'd meet somebody on the dance floor, and after coercing them a bit, you'd try and get them into a taxi and take them back to your place. Never happened to me. It's not autobiographical, but this is a poem about that whole kind of going to Bips and meeting someone. It's called Lick. I want to lick your lobe, to lick it hard and lick it long. I must not stop or do it wrong. I want to delve, go round the bend. My tongue, it's moist, suck till the end. To rummage around in your lugole, to go down deep and deeper, still lap at your flaps. Ears, sexual thrill. Past sticks to tongue, it's stuck, it enters my mouth. Yeah, yuck, a load to lick with dampage, suck an ear to pick. Don't like my luck, for this conclusion I'll give to you. Earwax is not good to chew. Oh. Now, I couldn't find this poem yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, but I know it's on page 22 of this book. No, it isn't. It's on page 22 of this book. I do have some books for sale, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody would like to buy one off me, you can come and buy a book. I'll even sign it, which is probably worth more than the book itself. But hey, this poem is all about social media. This poem's about social media, getting involved and using the different social media things that we have out there, all those kind of Twitter and Instagram. And so everybody uses social media these days. This poem, ladies and gentlemen, is called Milford. Usually I laugh there. If I'm playing in a club, you know, it's just a way, it's like milk, just rhymes with milk, just tell them that. Ever since you dumped me, baby, I'm gonna get you back by logging on that website, chat up your mum and that. Oh, Instagram and poker, Snapchatter on MySpace. I know how much you hate it when I come across her Facebook profile. See? I didn't put a gap in there. I appreciate the audience. Though I kind of like the idea of them coming down a slide, falling off it, and landing in the mulch. So, the last book. All the books have kind of got a food influence, ladies and gentlemen. The first book was called Beer, Bread and Biscuits. This is because I'm a vegetarian, and people say to me, really? You're a vegetarian? You don't look like a vegetarian. Which means, of course, they think I'm fat! You can be vegetarian and lardy. It's mainly because of the three factors I featured on my book, which of course is beer, bread and biscuits. The second book was called Jelly Toffee. I opened a set with Jelly Toffee, a euphemism, if that's the word, a euphemism for phlegm. The third book, ladies and gentlemen, Large Fromage, mainly because I think I'm a big cheese. Nothing more than that. So, this is a poem about anybody that goes and wears a wig. Oh, they're coming closer. Build it and they'll come! Yeah. Turn on the glitter ball! The wind was blowing through the precinct. It was such a swirly day. Leaves and the odd plastic bag catching the breeze and sway. There's a wig! Blown, lost and abandoned. Looks like a rat that's dead. But don't approach. It's menacingly dangerous and completely off its head. I had such a fun time on my own. Right, this one, this is a request. I've had people write to me and say, Chuck, can you do this poem? It's my favourite. So this one's for Ewan. Look at his face light up! But we can't see him or his dad's legs. This will become apparent. It's a poem called Cammies. I'm on the lookout for camouflage trousers. Trek through shops, racks and rails everywhere. Searched high and low on displays and shelves, but I can't find a pair anywhere. The elusive camouflage trouser. I made one person happy today. My job is done, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. So, has anybody got any I'll do this. Has anybody got any habits? Or no, what they're not habits, what are they? Special interests that maybe do over a weekend? I'll come on to that in a minute. This one's called Tinder Sinner. I don't think I've done this line before. Looking over a friend's Tinder account, I was surprised of the matches created. Must have been a malfunction maybe, because everyone liked, I hated. One match looked like Nick Griffin. Another like Enoch Powell. Some short, fat, bold Mussolini type. His face was one big jowl. The last was a spit of Hitler. I said, this app is really shite. Then I realised what had happened. She must have swiped far right. I clap, ladies and gentlemen, I clap. Right, this one's for everybody who's been in a tent recently. This is called The Doctors. Now, if I built this up to be some sort of, if I built this up to be some sort of, oh, it's all about Doctor Who, people go mad. It's not, it's just about the Doctors. I woke up in the morning feeling like a TP. By midday, it was awful. I felt like a marquee. So off I went to the doctor, and he simply said to me, "You're too tense." I'll take the groans. Oh, I will really take the groans. Right then. I'd say big cheese. This is the poem Fromage, which I'd written about, which obviously helped name the book. I visited my local deli as I wanted some fromage. A great big block of Ultravox. I really want it large. She said, "Do you mean something from Vienna? I need more information, please." I said, "No, a well-cultured truckle, extra medieur cheese." She replied, "It means nothing to me." Big, they're not clever, ladies and gentlemen, they're just poems. Your kids could write these. No, actually, your kids could write these. I have a small team of children writing poetry for me, locked away in a spare bed. I don't, obviously. So, hobbies and things to do over a weekend. I thought it'd be a good idea to take a break from poetry and make something. So I thought about this. This is called Build a Boat. I needed a little project. I decided to build a boat. I knew the difference between port and starboard and that it had to float. So I constructed it in the attic and made it waterproof. Once I built one, I'll build more. Sails would go through the roof. All right. Now I messed up this yesterday. My voice is going. I've only had one coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Who feels the pain of only having one coffee? Yesterday, that was it. That was yesterday. I had one coffee. and 14 beers. Didn't do this yesterday, I'm just throwing them in. Oh, I'm so on the edge. This is called Colorblind. My eyesight was somewhat fuzzy. Needing a test, I booked an appointment to be seen. The optician suggested colour blindness. Well, that was a bolt out the green. All right, last one, I'll do the end one. What are we on? Yeah. Where is it, ladies and gentlemen? Are we having a good time? Are we all right? I brought you in, I've dragged you in, even the people on the railings. That's like cheap seats over there on the railings. Right, I like this. Oh, stage diver, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the problems of being a poet, eh? Come on forward. I'd sit there. You'll like this one. Do you like pizza? Excellent, it's for you. I have a craving for pizza, round and crisp and thin, with tomatoes and mozzarella, fresh basil from Turin, aromas develop me to Roma. In Pisa, I'd be set for life, but at home, it's just cut into sixes with my own infinity knife or pizza wheel. Is that all right? Do you have an infinity knife at home? Don't ever call it a pizza wheel again. Just go, Mum, where's the infinity knife? Yeah, I can imagine it. A week's time, she's going to say, Mum, where's the infinity knife? And her mum's going to go, what? Oh, yes, I didn't do these yesterday. Now, yesterday there was loads of great poets on yesterday. Kathy's just turned up. Mike was here. Revolt's around. I've seen him as well. And Mitchell's over there. And Dave, what was Dave's name? Word Gorilla. He did a poem about teeth and about brushing your teeth and then drinking orange juice. And we all know that isn't good, is it? That's quite a bad thing to do. So there it is. But I've written this, and he did those poems about teeth yesterday. So these are my two poems about teeth. I've done this morning. Up in the morning after a shower, I brush my teeth with haste. Actually, I clean all of them. So why is it called toothpaste? Part 2. I brought 30 individual brushes, and I'm giving you the truth, following instructions displayed upon the box. One brush for every tooth. I have 2 missing teeth and all of my wisdom teeth. Teeth paste and teeth brushes. Starting now, we will change the world. Teeth brushes. Don't ever say toothbrush, toothbrush, teeth brushes, and infinity wheels. So what you have to remember after this week, that's all you take away. You don't go, oh yeah, I saw the symphonic kind of Ibiza band. They were all right banging. No, infinity wheels and teeth brushes. So, last one. Is that right?
Yeah, good.
So this is wrong book. This is all these books are available. We'll put them on the stump in a minute. This is called, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great poem about adventure and holiday and a groovy stuff like that. Oh, heckle from the band. So this poem is called A Holiday Destination in a Far-Off Verdant and Lush Southeast Asian Country. The expectation of hot and sticky weather, but with the gentle mountain winds to breeze and chill the soul. Relax the mind and rebuild the body. This is still the title. An escape. Buddhist monks will walk the dusty streets. Orange sashes sway and the scent of jasmine rides on the wind. But below, we won't see any of that until we land, but we can see the view of the thick milk chocolate river below us in the aeroplane from the portal on the side of it. The landing gear is released. Below, the jungle almost grows up to meet us. As we fly through the air, we are reminded of the primates, the honey bears, the small-eared Asian elephants, as well as pythons and vipers that roam the vegetation and hide in the temple gardens and the monasteries. that we too will soon have time to discover once the plane lands and we reach our destination. This is still the title. I stare out of the window, it's difficult to turn my gaze and gaze away from the wonder that fills my eyes. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote this poem. Wow! Loud! Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Richard the Poet. Oh, see you later. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well done, Chuck. This is the one way. Well done, Nate.
Chuck the Poet, everyone. What a star. Not an easy gig to start things off here. There was